Today I'm going to be attempting some ink and rubber art, okay? Let's see how that goes. I'm going to be using this Japanese ink which I recently received, and we're going to be seeing how that goes. It's a very bubbly, watery ink, but it's very, very black and very intense. And we're going to see how that goes. I really like this ink, it's calligraphy ink. Now, I don't know what I'm going to have to do because I don't have any gloves, so I'm going to have to try surround this rubber in some wrapping paper as I dip it in the ink and just hope to God that I'm not going to get my hands dirty. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really hard. I mean, the inevitable thing about drawing with this kind of black ink is that it's always going to get messy. I don't know really what I'm going to be drawing. I assume it's pretty hard. The great thing about just using rubber to dip into the ink is that it stops you from worrying. It's already so big and it's going to be so messy that you don't need to worry about smudging or not. I mean, even if you do smudge, it just kind of adds to the thickness of the painting. So that's one thing I really like about it. I think I'm going to be drawing a tree. Theoretically, you could use any other substance, really, to dip in the ink. I mean, I suppose you could use sausages or the back of a cup or the back of your hand or a door handle or something like that. Anything large which has a big footprint to sprawl the ink over the paper. As you can see, the marks on this are quite big and strong. That's one thing I like about it. They're very, very thick. So thick that even some huge ink markers wouldn't be able to recreate this. And actually, you can see how dark and intense this ink is. It just feels really powerful, just with the rubber dipping it into ink and then drawing, because the blackness of the ink that comes out and the sheer deepness of these lines that are coming out, I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually drawing a river with a tree against it, so let's see how that goes. This is a really good technique, which I can use for colouring in like this. Colouring in over here. This is really pretty deep. And you can see how black this is over here. I don't have to do much colouring because the lines are really thick. This is our end result. It's a not very familiar looking tree against a pond. I know it doesn't look exactly like that. It's my first try. And actually I can use this sometimes to dab away if there's too much ink. It's pretty fun actually. You see? And then I've got this drawing and I would have never gotten such deep black marks had it not been ink. And the rubber, because it's not like a conventional pen tip, it just goes the full hog and it just makes them really thick. So I'm really quite enjoying this. It's not the most delicate thing, but it's a fun experience. It still hasn't dried yet, but now if you're like, okay, this is not as delicate as my normal drawing, well, it's not going to be. The rubber is this thick. You're dipping it in ink and you're literally sprawling it across this paper. So no, it's not going to be delicate. And it's something I'm going to do in my pastime for fun. I'm not going to do it as part of my actual drawing routine, but you can see how fully dark it is, and even sometimes using the edge of the eraser can take the edge of it slightly and deliberately make these kind of broken lines over here.